Hello, everyone, and welcome back. Today we are looking at the G.I. Joe Earthquake. This is actually a Cobra vehicle. The Cobra Earthquake was first released in the United States in 1992 and unfortunately was discontinued in 1993. This is a ground ripping construction and combat vehicle. For those that are familiar with the military, this would be Cobra's answer to the American Ace. Combat engineer vehicle. So, all right. We don't have a lot of pictures here, but we do have a couple. The nice box art that we were given. It's a little challenging trying to get everything here. So we do have a 50 caliber machine gun sitting right there by the driver's seat, as well as two kind of machine guns on the side of um, the bucket there, as well as four missiles, and then we have three mortars in the back. So quite a bit of weaponry here, and then as we can see, all the different weapons here with the four missiles, the three mortar rounds, and then all the stickers to go along with it. Let's see, multi chamber compression staging. Um, I think that's meant for the mortar tubes. And of course, then we have our schematic and our paperwork for trying to put this all together. Okay. So there's no other variations of the earthquake known to exist as far as yojo.com knows. And they do not have a original retail price listed. So with that being said, we will get into our D6 stats for this and see where we are. All right, so looking at our earthquake here, it is going to stay at speed or scale. As a holdover from the last vehicle that I kind of borrowed the initial stats to go from, I kept it about 30 feet long. This is a fairly large vehicle, so just leaving it in that regard. I do have one driver and one gunner. I figured the gunner is going to be our mortar operator. Although we do see two people in the back, so I don't know if it's going to be a mortar operator and someone else that's going to be holding the extra mortar rounds. So I just left it as one one mortar operator as well as the driver, and then we also have one extra passenger to kind of help out back there or whatever. Uh, because it's a vehicle, I kept the full coverage, ground altitude. Maneuverability, I left it as the 1D plus 1. I know it's hinged in the middle. Um, Seeing that this is more of an engineering vehicle, not so much of um, a vehicle we're trying to, sneak around corners and everything else at high speeds, I figured the maneuverability could stay right where it was at 1D plus 1. Movement, I have it down to about 30 miles an hour. Body strength being what it is, I figured it's going to keep that stronger body strength, so I left that at a 4D. So, weapons wise, we do have four missiles, keeping them at Walker scale, doing 7D damage per missile. And then we also have the laser cannon, that's going to be our 50 caliber machine gun right up by the driver. So that's at personnel scale. Fire control is 2D, and it's a 6D damage. And then we also have two laser cannons. Now, these I have at speeder scale. These are like the Gatling gun looking weapons that are on the sides right next to the missiles. I put those at speeder scale at 60 damage with a fire control of 2D. And last but not least, we have the mortars sitting all the way in the back. So that again is going to be at speeder scale. The range is a little different from what the missiles are. I wanted to make it a little bit different, but the damage is also lower. It's a 60 because it's meant to hit a area. Um, and maybe what I should do to clarify that, what we're going to do is we're going to add in here. Um, let's see. All right, so the mortar damage would go 60 for 10 feet. And then we're going to go down to 5D out for 10 feet. And then we're going to just, I'm just going to hit etc. EC. All right. So every 10 feet out that we're going, we're going to drop down 1D. That's really what I'm trying to get to. There. Uh, because it's, a mortar hitting the shrapnel going out. That's what I'm really trying to hit here. Speeder scale, that means that, yeah, it's going to take it up to a 8D for personnel. So by the time we get all the way down there, it's still going to be doing 3D damage to any person that's out there. It's really an anti-personnel round, but the fact that it's speeder scale, that does a little extra damage. So hopefully I'm not making it too confusing here, but throwing it out there. All right, so I think we have a good gist of this. I think it's got a good sense. It is a fairly deadly and lethal weapons platform, given an ACE or a combat engineer vehicle, the mortar capability, and of course the missiles to help take out any tanks or anything else that it would need to, and the extra machine guns or laser cannons or whatever that we have. It is pretty significant here. Just kind of keeping it at that regard. Let's see, trying to see if I've got everything correct here. And I think I do have this a little messed up here, because we have 2 laser cannons and I don't have them listed as fire linked. We're going to get this. And I will see about trying to get this posted up right away. I know I've kind of laid off in the past. But I'll try to get this up here today, and we will get it going, and we'll get everything back on schedule, like I was a little off on here. So trying to get us right back. It's been kind of a busy weekend, busy week. Kind of stinks when you have to work and you're trying to get everything else done. So with that being said, thank you so very much for joining me today. It's wonderful having you here. Hope you're doing well, and I will see you in the next video.